Feud between Dundee and Cyberpunk Fire is one of those things I said a little earlier, personal. I want you to take a look at what happened when they met in an action match down at the Mid-South Coliseum. Cyberpunk Fire and the superstar Bill Dundee. And you see Fire going right after the superstar before he even got his jacket off. That's the kind of intensity.
Well, there's no doubt about it. Dundee has come in. He has made challenges. He is trying to get the mask off of Fire. He says it's Wolfie D. If he can unmask him, he'll prove it. And if it was Wolfie D, then he would have to leave the USWA. Look at this as he flips him over the top rope, down on the floor. Then they're on the floor. Boom, into the big table there, which normally has the bell and some of the announcing equipment. And then off that table, steps right down on him. Bill Dundee and Fire going at each other tooth and nail all the way through here.
Fire with a big right hand puts Dundee down, and here he is flying off that turnbuckle. 1, 2, and that's all he got as Dundee wouldn't let it happen.
Over on the right, that's Samantha over in Bill Dundee's corner. Keep that in mind as we go along here. Fire goes after him. Beals him out of the corner, picks him up and just tosses him out to the center of the ring. Dundee lying there. Fire maybe should have gone after the pin at that point. He did not.
Fires a super kick at Dundee, and once again it's Fire over. 1, 2, and the foot is up on the rope as Samantha threw it off.
Yeah, Samantha absolutely is the one who stopped that one, stopped that count.
You made a good point, too, Dave. Keep your eye on her because she really plays a part in this later on. From behind, reverse chin, Dundee after him. Goes into a chokehold. Here is Samantha being chased right out of the Coliseum as Dundee still trying to get that mask off of Fire.
Referee is down. And all of a sudden, it's the headbangers hitting the ring. This goes back to something previously that happened during the evening, Cyberpunks and headbangers, and now all of a sudden they're involved. Here comes Ice in to even it up. He goes after everybody that's in there as Fire's trying to regain his composure and get back on his feet. One more shot at Dundee from him. He takes him back to the corner. The dressing rooms continue to empty. More and more people coming in, and we got a ring full all of a sudden.
Samantha's the one that messed up the eyes of Cyberpunk Fire as she did it when they were right over at the side, and the referee ultimately disqualified Dundee because of her action in there. They're trying to get these guys apart, but I got to tell you, when you have just pure mad going, it's very difficult to get any kind of reasoning happening.
You know, the problem here, yeah, they had the match. Boy, there was wild action. You just saw it. You see what's going on right here. And yet, when the evening's over, in the mind of Fire, and in the mind more particularly of Bill Dundee, nothing's settled yet.
Cyberpunk Ice comes in there, and he starts really ripping through to get down to his partner as he gets Fire loose. Dundee and Fire still won't let it die. They're back at it, grabbing, kicking, hitting, doing anything they can, and that's contagious as it spreads throughout the ring. Dundee on the floor. No, it's not over with by a long shot as Fire comes right after him. Dundee grabs him the minute he hits the floor, and now Dundee being held as Fire comes after him. They just continue back and forth.
Couldn't get them separated. It just kept going and going. The referee tries to pull them apart. Randy Hale's trying to pull them apart. He got knocked down at one point. And now, once they get out of the ring, everybody comes out of the ring. And the action continues around at ringside. Just on and on and on it goes as the battle rages at the Mid-South Coliseum.
And what I was talking about, Dave, about Dundee, it's not just a question of being something bitter about it. It's a question that this is a personal thing with him. There's a lot of this going on, the fact that Dundee, and he said it right out here, his son, Jamie, chose Wolfie D over the partner of Bill Dundee. Well, Dundee says underneath that Fire mask is what? Is Wolfie D, and when that mask comes off, Wolfie D is out of here. And that's what he has to say as the superstar coming out with us now, and Samantha right alongside.
Lance Russell, I have got something to show the world. What's the...
Whoa, wait a minute. I want to take a look at what happened after that match that you had previously with
Oh, you have another version
Fire.
of your tape, right?
Now, this is another match. Let's take a look. After the brawl between the two of them, this is some of the action that took place. It continued on. It continued on, and they ended up, they were slamming heads through partitions. Look at this is lousy video, but I gotta tell you, it captured what we wanted, and that was the intensity of what happened down there. So, you see the hole right there where they slammed a head through it, and it just continues on. It's not very watchable, but you're gonna look at the intensity of it, as this one really was something. Right here, superstar Bill Dundee and Samantha, and this feud that you have with Cyberpunk Fire has absolutely gotten totally out of
Fire. It's Wolfie D, and you know it, and I'm going to prove it to you right now.
You're going to have to.
Because, to a great expense to me and Samantha here, I have a tape that some fan took about a month or so ago. I went to Louisville, Kentucky to see Jamie, right?
Now, wait a minute. Is this the tape I'm thinking about? You're talking about?
I don't know what you're thinking about, Lance Russell. That would be hard. But here is the thing. I went to see Jamie. I'm standing talking to him. The next thing I know, Wolfie D rips my shirt off, and he's beating me up and everything. So I go to talk to Randy Hale. I said, brother, I'm going to have this boy arrested. Put him in jail. He's nuts. The next thing, bam, he's through. By the way, play the tape. You'll see it. And this is exactly what happened. And this is why I'm mad at Wolfie D. And it's all your fault because I have a tape. And, brother, if we was in a court of law, they would find you guilty, boy.
Let's take a look. Now, bear in mind, this is a tape that Bill Dundee provided.
He said, no, look at this idiot.
Oh, so Wolfie D jumped on the
Jamie
superstar.
doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. Look at me, attacked me, and Randy Hale's letting him do it. Tore my shirt off. I was standing there talking to my son. I actually said, how's your mama, Jamie? And the next thing I know, this boy's jumping all over me. Now, look, I'm a little hot, but don't you think I should be? I said, Randy Hale, just put him in jail. The guy's nuts. He said, I'm not putting him in jail. He said, he's my friend.
He didn't say it.
Bill, he said right there.
You're starting right here telling this right from the very beginning. You said this is a tape that was shot by a fan in there. I want to tell you, I've heard about it. I found out this was part of a TV show that they were shooting up there. And did you hear me say part of? What you're looking at is Bill Dundee's version of it. This isn't all of it, Bill. You didn't tell the story, and that's not playing fair.
The picture's telling the story. Now Armstrong sticks his nose in. What did I do? I'm just trying to get a little justice around here, and he's telling me how big and bad he is. Randy taking up for Randy Hale. Know why? Because he rides up and down the road with Randy Hale. Now, see, the chair fell. I tried to catch it. Somebody threw a chair, and I tried to catch it.
Yeah.
Now, look at this idiot. Now, see, attacking me from behind again. Look, and you wonder why I'm mad? 3 people has jumped on me, Lance Russell. 3 people, and nobody done nothing about it. Now, look at this goof again. Look. Now, I ask you, is that justice? Frank Morrell's out to help. Now, look at this idiot, old bald-headed goat. He's out there telling me, so I just say, well, I'm leaving.
Well, I can tell you one thing. What you're seeing right there happened, but there was a lot that happened before that, Bill. And you got that tape. You got that tape edited and provided us with your version because you want to put out the story only the way you want it heard.
That is the truth, Lance Russell, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. And so is this. Wolfie D, listen up, you punk. I could have had the mask last week, but all your goofy friends run in, including my son, Jamie Dundee, to help you. Well, I went to the promoter, buddy, and that's old Eddie Mahler, and he didn't want to do it because Randy Hill says, oh, no, we're not doing that. Well, you was overruled, punk. They did it, and the mask's at stake. So then Randy says, well, what Wolfie gonna win? He made me put up my van. Well, I ain't putting up no Mercedes, brother. I got me a Mazda van, and that's what's on the line. And when I beat you, I'm driving home in it because there's no way that you're going to win the title to that. Now what?
Dundee. Yeah, it's me again. This is turning out to be a real bad dream, isn't it, superstar? See, I'm going to take everything you have. I'm going to take your blood. I'm going to take your money. And I'm going to take your house. This week, I'm going to start by taking your vehicle. When I'm through, there's going to be nothing left of the superstar.
You heard it right there, coming from Cyberpunk Fire. Gonna take your car.
Well, you can call him anything you want, but this week, Wolfie D, I'm telling you, brother, that mask coming off because you ain't seen your best day that you can whoop the superstar. And like I said, Randy Hill, you're gonna have to do it, punk. You're gonna have to walk to the ring, and you're gonna tell him, Wolfie D, you are out of here because that mask is coming off.
Dundee's car going up against the mask of fire. What a challenge that is. Back in just a moment.